Captain Adonis. Today we are going to be playing on Masperon. This is my first Let's Play single player. I'm going to see how well I can survive on this deadly planet. Try to use all my tricks of the trade that I've found over my last few times of playing. So it looks like I've reached level 3. I'm going to head towards the water. Typically there's not a lot of baddies down by the water. Oop, get my stuff before it goes in the water. There we go. First thing you want to do is equip your gun so you have it. You can shift click and that'll put it in the first available inventory slot. So other things you've got your drill and your chainsaw. We've got 5 biofuel. We've got a light. Ammo for our pistol. Oh, explosives. Very nice. Got a lot of starting materials. A core, some growing plots, stuff to start growing food. An oxygen generator, so we're going to throw that down too. Get oxygen going because you need oxygen here. So scroll down to 5. Oxygen generator's got to be placed in water, and then it's got to be fueled up. And we have 5 fuel. So I'm not going to use all of them. We'll put down a couple. Get it started. And first thing I like to do. We could create an above ground base, but there's not a lot of trees around, it doesn't look like. So I'm going to have to, well, there's some trees up there. Let's go up there and we'll harvest some trees and we'll build a really quick, fast base. A new POA called Farm. Really? Now that's new. Where's that at? Let me bring up my map. Oh, clear over there. Interesting. So that's a new thing. We'll have to check that out. Where was the trees? Up there. Alright, it's also near the iron deposit, another cobalt deposit. We'll go up here and harvest these trees. We'll go back down by the water. Well, maybe we'll make our base up here. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, let's turn on their jetpack. Then you can get up the hills a little easier. Alright. Let's get out that chainsaw. Now, supposedly, the chainsaw automatically picks up the wood now. So let's check our inventory, and sure enough, we already got the logs. Alright, let's do another one. So the reason I'm doing wood is the cheapest resource, provided there's some around, to make a quick base. Basically I put down a platform and 4 walls. Then we'll have to use the stuff that was in our survival pod, and I did start off on easy, so it did give me quite a bit. But we'll use the stuff in the survival pod to, oops, out of biofuel. I only got 5 of these to start with, so make sure you're using it to the best of your ability. Means you actually want to be hitting the tree when you're using it. Alright. Get a couple more here, and then I think we'll have more than enough. And I'm thinking, because we got the iron deposit right up here, iron's always a good one to start with. I think we'll make our base right at the top of the hill. Get rid of this tree too. Now what I have noticed with this game being in early development is that you may take something out and it may grow back if there's an update. So You still want to create your base in a nice clear area. Out of biofuel again. So if you need more biofuel, you just got to go in the water and then look for seaweed. I planted my oxygen generator down by the down by the water, so we will have to go down there to collect our oxygen. I don't think I'm going to go over here. This kind of nice little spot. We'll get right up on top of the hill here and create our base. So first thing you got to start off with is your core. Actually, I need to make a base core. So let's throw down our survival constructor. I'll put that out of the way a little bit over here. And let's see. Yeah, base starter, we need one core. So let's throw the core in there. We'll make a base starter. Oh, looks like I've got a... Oh, better turn it on. And it looks like there's a drone over there. So we might get a little company. We'll see. It's a little ways out. It's actually looks like it's protecting that other iron deposit over there. And that happens, the drones will do that. Let's get the logs in the constructor, take the base core out, and where are the wood blocks? Oh, I need to make planks. So I gotta make planks first. Oh, that's in here. Alright, so let's get the planks making up. See, it takes one log to make, wow, 40 planks. Okay, we got more than enough logs. Alright, so let's go back up here. I know you can't start too close to ore. It's not giving me the symbol, so I'm going to place my core down right here. There we go. Alright, now we got our core going. Now, the way it used to be is as long as you, now that we got wood planks, we got to make wood blocks. I'm actually going to stop the production of those. And we'll get the wood blocks going. What it used to be before, as soon as you placed power into your base, then the drones would attack. Now that drone is protecting the other minerals there, so it's most likely not going to show up, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Alright, so we've got some wood blocks. Let's go back over here and pick them up. I love all the ambient sounds that this planet provides. So let's put those there, go down to 5. Alright, real simple. I'm going to use my drone to build the base. I find it's a lot easier that way, because you can get an aerial view. I like to protect my my core from all sides. So we're not going to go too big with this base, just because this is just going to be a temporary thing. Maybe we'll go see what the farm has to offer. Not that way. The drone can be a little bit difficult to fly at times, but not too bad. You just got to get it orientated right. Orientated? Is that really a word? It might be. I may not be using it correctly, but I believe it's a word. Alright, we'll start off with that. And then I'm going to get up on top of it. That gives me a little bit of a view. It's actually a really awesome view. Hats off to the developers. This is just a fantastic game. And it looks like night's coming, it's approaching. So, a few things we got to do here. I'm going to build out this way, closer to my constructor there, my survival constructor. I'm not going to make it too much bigger. I am really terrible at construction. I play a multiplayer game with a guy who's really good, and that's not me. So bear with me while I build this. There may be better ways of doing it, but this is the way I know. Alright. Let's go back to our constructor. There's a couple of things you got to make for a base. We're going to put all that stuff in the constructor. Okay. An auto miner core. I've got 10 of those. That's awesome. But what does it take to make an auto miner? Yeah, oh, I probably got to learn it. Oh, that's right. We are going to build the things we need to... I keep hearing all these noises. I'm thinking, uh-oh, something's coming. A baddie's coming. This is the hardest planet to survive on. All right. So we need a constructor, a fuel tank, and a generator. So that's a lot of electronic pieces, metal components. So let's just start crafting some of that stuff up. So we'll just do 10, 10. Metal pieces, I think, is what it also needed. Metal components. Capacitors, reactor, computer. Alright. Cables for capacitors. So I'll do 10 cables. Metal components. Computer, control devices. Alright, we'll do 10 of those. We might as well make our motorbike at some point too. They supposedly improved the motorbike a little bit, added better turning. So we'll see how that works out. Now drones have, whoop, didn't mean to put my explosives in there. Drones have some very cool parts on them that would really help you out in the long run. For building stuff. I could go take that drone out, but it's not bothering me quite yet. Cobalt, silicone, copper, so everything but magnesium. Magnesium you need for bullets. Alright, let's see what we need now. Let's see, we can make a fuel tank. Let's make that. And we need, oh yeah, capacitor, or, yeah, capacitors and computers. Alright. Capacitors, we'll do that. Need a couple of computers. One reactor core. That's motors. Okay, that's even more. Motors, pipes, and metal components. Wow. Metal components. Motors, cables, electronics. Cables, electronics. Oh, I already did a computer. I think, didn't I? I thought I did. Control devices. No, guess not. Alright, well we know we needed 2 computers. And a reactor core. So, reactor core, I still need motor and pipe. So, we'll do a couple of motors. Should have enough pipes now. Yeah, building the computers. Alright. I need 1 reactor core. And I need 3 pipes for that. 3 more pipes. Oh, I gotta have steel plate. Okay. So 1 does 10. Let's just do 10. And we'll do as many of those as we can. That'll give me 1 reactor core. And that should be what we need. Oh, of course, more metal components. Alright. Is that enough now? Yes. Alright, generator's built. Now, unfortunately, I can't build a gun until I build a large constructor. That's going to require some more motors, pipes, and computers. So, motors, I did say 3. I only needed 1. 2 pipes and 2 computers. Alright, 2 computers. And of course I need more steel plate. So the reason I'm not putting any of this on until I get my large constructor ready also, because that way I can place my gun. I've got a little bit of magnesium, I can make some bullets for it to protect me from the drones, because as soon as you place that core and get it powered up, you're going to have drones on top of you, and that's not a good thing. Alright, what are we missing? Wow, okay, lots of stuff. Thought I just put, oh no, 2 computers, that. Alright. Metal components, cables, and pipes. Alright, let's just do pipes, metal components, I forgot already, cables. Alright, that should do it. And we'll have a little bit of extra. Now, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm hitting shift and then click, and that moves the whole thing into, basically it goes from output to your bag. If you click it again and you have an inventory open, it'll take it to inventory. If you don't have an inventory open, when you shift click it, it'll go over here on your hotbar. Or you can just pick it up and drag it and drop it. So it's a quick way of moving stuff around. Obviously, as you can see, it combines the items. Alright, that should be enough for a large constructor. Alright, that's basically the basics of what you need to get your building started. A constructor, because that'll, then you can get rid of the survival constructor, because it does not do a lot of neat stuff. So while it's building that, let me just take a quick peek at my PDA. Well, let's go to tech tree first. So tools, very, very important to get your multi-tool as quickly as possible. Your tier 2 drill would be nice, but that's not till level 7. Okay, not worried about the work light because they added a new torchlight and stuff. Assault rifle, that's always a good one to get unlocked right away. Miscellaneous, what's under miscellaneous? Alright, cargo boxes, oxygen generator. We already have one going, but, might as well unlock it. Cargo box is always a good one to have to store stuff. Small ammo box, we'll need that for our weapon. Let's see, that's under base. Let's see, there's an O2 station. That's good to unlock right off the bat. It doesn't look like there's a grow light. There we go. Cannon turret. That's important. When we start worrying about food here in a little bit, then I'll worry about getting the fridge and all that unlocked. The cannon turret's probably one of the most important, because that way you can get yourself protection from drones right off the bat. The small vessels, hover vessels, and capital vessels I don't do a lot with until I get a lot higher in level. So there is what I need there. Now I'm going to take all this stuff out, because as soon as we bring that advanced constructor in, we're going to want to use it and get our cannon built right away. So let's see, how do we want to place this? Let's put those away. Let's get the components that we need out. Alright, so first thing I want to do, the advanced constructor takes up the most room. So there again, I'm gonna try to protect the core as much as possible. So let's place it right there. It's a 2 block by 4 block, I think, or 2 by 2 wide and long, and then it's 2 tall. So let's put a fuel cell. A lot of people like putting a fuel cell at ground level, which you could, and I might even do that. Let's just put the generator and fuel cell on the back here. So I'm going to put the generator, let me rotate it. Oh, that didn't rotate it. Get back here. The rotation part is the worst. Alright, that kind of rotated it that way because of the arrow, the way it's going. Let's rotate it like that, and we'll rotate it like that, and we'll stick it right on the side there. Okay, then we'll take our fuel tank, do the same thing. We'll just put it right there. There we go. Now, before I power up the base, I'm going to stick everything in the constructor that needs to go in there. Alright, let's move these down. So the first thing, like I said, we want to get the base powered up, which I have some fuel already. We'll throw that in the tanks here in a second. And then I want to make my cannon turret. And then obviously the cannon turret takes let's see, 30 millimeters. So let's produce a few 30 millimeters. Now it's going to take 5 metal and 5 magnesium. Now the cool thing, so I'm going to make 10 of those, so that's 500 rounds. The cool thing about the large constructor versus the survival constructor is, as you can see, I can build these because it says I have the components to do it. It'll automatically make those components and then build when I turn this on. Unlike the survival constructor where it doesn't. So then I'm going to make an assault rifle, and I'll make some rounds for the assault rifle. And that will be it. So the only thing I have to do now is throw some fuel in here. I'll throw the last of that in there and turn the base on. And there we go. The base is on. Alright, the constructor should be crafting all that, and I'll show you what it does here. Looks like it's building the cannon turret right off the bat. But when it starts to make the bullets, it's got to make metal pieces. So you'll see it make metal pieces down below here. And then once it gets enough metal pieces to make one, then it'll use the magnesium powder. Oh, yeah, you know what? I just thought of, I need an ammo box in order to put the ammo in for the gun. Alright, so we're going to place the gun here on the end of the building. Right out in the middle, and I'm going to use my drone because I hate not being able to see exactly where I place it. Alright. Oh, we'll place it right there. So now we got a big gun right on our base. I'm going to come over here. Now what's really cool with the drone is I forgot to pick up my survival constructor, but I can hold shift and F is the default to pick it up, to activate, and you can change all of these keys. So I apologize if I say a key and that's not the default. I like to rekey mine just a little bit so you can see it put the survival constructor in there, and I didn't even walk over to get it. The drone is the most misunderstood tool in your inventory. In other words, it's not used very much. Alright, looks like we got bullets. Producing our assault rifle real quick. We got bullets for the big gun. It doesn't look like it's going to produce any ammo because we're out of magnesium. That's okay. We can go on a magnesium hunt. It's going to create my assault rifle. I still have my pistol. And I've got my chainsaw, which also acts as a weapon. So I'm just going to bump all those down one. And there's my ammo box. Let's place the ammo box. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to place it off to the side here. Probably place it right by the fuel tank. Oh, what did I do? Stick it back in the constructor? I did. Yeah, see, that's that hole. If you don't know which one it's going to, there you go. Alright, now let's place it. I'm going to place it right next to the ammo box, or the fuel tank. And I'm going to access that, put the bullets in it. Now, here's another cool thing. I'm going to access the control panel for the entire base. I'm going to go to the gun. Okay, I'm going to access the gun. Now, it's got it set to other factions, which is fine. Single player, you don't have to worry about that. Aliens and predators. Okay, so predators are things on the ground. That would be spiders and anything else. If you don't want to waste your ammo, turn predator off. Aliens, though, are drones. Anything, you know, like if they bring a troop transport and they set some things down, then they're going to show up. So let's access the. Oh, can't do that because I have to actually be the one that I was accessing with the drone. All right, there we go. Cannon turret. Access the cannon turret, and I like to first thing. You can see I can move the cannon turret all around. I'm going to reload the cannon turret. So it's already reloaded. It holds 300 rounds, so I don't have a lot of bullets in this thing. So the big thing here is going to be getting magnesium and iron. So now you can come back to here to the control panel. I'm going to auto group this stuff. Now what's cool about that is, say I want to get in my ammo box. There's my ammo box. Oh, but then I wanted to go back. You can just hit this arrow here, go back to your main area. You don't have to run around. I'm still standing in the same spot. And then I can look in my fuel tank and see how much fuel I've got. Now, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I need to get out of that. I'm not quite sure how the auto miner cores work. I'm gonna have to read up on that. I don't know if that's something I have to put over here, but I haven't unlocked the auto miners yet, so there's really not a lot of point in carrying that with me. And since the base is probably a safer spot, I'm gonna put all this stuff that I don't need. I know it's in the ammo box, but it's a cheap storage to save room for right now. I got one portable work light. Probably don't need it. Oh, purified water. I better put that. In the constructor. That makes. Oh no, it's water jugs. Well, I think there's some stuff you have to use with it, or to make with it. But for right now, there's my base. Basic base building and base protection. Whoop, don't fall off your base. Now you could throw up some walls if you wanted. That would be fine. If you're going to throw up some walls, then you should probably wait to put the gun on top when you put a roof on. I'm fine with the open. I may expand it a little bit, make it a little wider so I don't fall off. But other than that, there's my flashlight. And let's see. What's the new... Ah, there it is. So this is the shoulder light. So see, the flashlight is... It's not as bright as the flashlight, because there's the shoulder light. Let me turn it off. There's the flashlight. A lot brighter, it looks like. Let's just see. I'll turn it so I can just barely see that second plant. Turn it off. Oops. Turn it off. Now I'll turn on... Yeah, so you can barely see the first plant. So the shoulder light isn't as powerful, but you don't have to carry a flashlight around with you if you don't want to. But flashlight's going to reach out a little further. So that's pretty cool they thought about that. All right, I think I'm going to call that an episode, guys. We will come back to the next episode in search of magnesium. Maybe do a little iron mining, which is really close to us. I think it's actually right below us. Off camera, I don't want to spend a lot of time mining when you guys have to watch it, but we definitely are going to need magnesium to make some ammo for our assault rifle. And so begins the episode of survival. And so begins the episode of survival. I'm almost out of oxygen. I better take some of that. So this is Captain Adonis, and I'm out.